Today we are answering the question, do you work from light to dark or from dark to light? Well, by the end of this video, you will have your answer. For the demonstration, we will be using the Masked Racer Pro. Discount available with Dragonhawk using the code chrisravagebusiness at checkout. And the needle that we are going to be using is a 9 curved mag, and as always, the wash will be Empire. Now briefly just going over the washers, I have a light and it goes all the way up to black. Now here you can see 5 different washers, well 4 different washers and a black. Now it really does not matter how many washers that you actually have. Even if you only have a light, medium, dark and a black, that will be absolutely fine. Do not worry, just use the amount of washers that you are comfortable with. So starting with light to dark does bring some massive benefits. You can see here that I've already laid in a medium. Now any other time I would have laid down a light first, but a light would not have picked up on camera as well. So I'm starting from a medium and we're going to work up through, going from medium to dark to extra dark to black. So just lay down the lightest value that you see in the piece in the area that you are working. By doing this, what you're also doing is you are opening the skin, which makes it easier for you to layer your darks on top. They will go in smoother with less effort. Sometimes if you go in dark first, you'll find it a lot harder to get smooth until you know and you are confident in your technique. But we have our base layer down, so now we're going to start building on top, next being our dark tone. And all we're going to do is pendulum motion back and forth in the area where we need it to be dark. We're just going to do this nice and slow until we've built up to the required amount. Now sometimes what you might need to do is there may be just a subtle change in your reference. In that case, what you can do is you can build saturation just a little bit more on the value that you currently have, but you can also dip between the washers that you have. So maybe I'm running on a medium, maybe I might want to run in medium and dip in dark, or run in medium and run in dark and get an equal amount. It's all about playing around with the values that you have. So I'm just building up very slow, and then once we are happy with our layers so far, now we're going to go and work on our darker tones. Working on fake skin is incredibly easy. You can layer in all your values and you can see everything perfect. But when it comes to working on real skin, sometimes you are going to deal with irritation, and you may have layered in your light and your medium, or your medium and your dark, and that may have created redness. So much redness sometimes that it becomes tomato red. And the skin becomes almost impossible to work with. But because that happens and you are fighting against that irritation, it becomes so difficult to see whether your values are blending, because you aren't just contending with dark, you are contending with that irritation also. Now if this does happen, I highly recommend you come away from the area, maybe 30 to 40 minutes, just let the skin settle down. Once that happens, you'll be able to see if your values are blended enough, or if you need to go back in and work it a little bit more. And then when it starts to get irritated again, you know the drill. Come away, let it settle, go back. Honestly, it is one of the biggest problems with working from light to dark. Now we're going to start blending our darkest tones. So this is currently an extra dark, just layering on top of the previous dark that we've done. I'm just going to fling it out just a little bit, just to get a little bit more of a transition. And now finally we're going to go onto our black. Now the problem you have when doing this is you can layer your black in. Say we need it solid black, like that. So now the problem you have is you have this harsh black line coming down here, right here, and we have to blend off this black into the values that we've just put down. And because of irritation, you can't always see this line of where the black stops, so you don't know where your blends are. So now what we've got to do is we've got to blend off that black into the values that we've just put down. I can still see the black line where it was, so we're going to go back in and we're going to keep blending. And this is what you can't see when you're dealing with irritation, which makes this option a little bit harder to pull off. And then once you are done, you'll have something that looks like this, a smooth transition going from light to dark. One of the drawbacks from working from light to dark is obviously overworking. You could work so much building up those tones from light, medium to dark to then hit your extra dark in your black, and you have no room to maneuver, and the skin just starts to overwork because you've not left yourself enough time. So when working like this, always pay attention to the skin, making sure that texture isn't changing. Make sure your machine is running correctly, and obviously make sure your hand is light enough. That way you will get all the build-up time that you need. But now let's go from dark to light. Now, one thing that I will say if you do it this way is to know your values. Know how they heal, know the levels of saturation you can get with them. Know them like the back of your hand. Because if you go straight in too dark, there's absolutely no going back from that. There's no safety net of building up. It has all completely been removed. But this time we are going to start with our black first. So just like before, we're going to pack in the black, and then once our black's packed in, we're going to start blending off the black. And now because you are blending off the black and there's no other, values around, you can see where you need to blend off. This goes for irritation also. If the skin is irritated, you will still be able to see where to blend off from. And then once we're happy with our black and our blend off, what we're going to do is we're going to come down into our extra dark or dark, whichever value you have. Now, because you are coming down, what you don't want to be doing is going from black and then dipping into your dark and then dipping into your medium without washing your needle out, okay? You are going to contaminate your pigments if you do that. So every time you step down, coming from darker to lighter, make sure you clean out your needle. So now we have our extra dark and we're just going to layer over the top of that blend that we've just done with the black. And then once we're happy with that, we are going to come down into our dark, and again we're just going to layer over the top, bringing the dark as far down as you need it. And now onto his medium. Just working each value into the previous. You can even go over now with just your medium, and then you're using your medium as a blending saturation value as well. But once you've done that, you have something that looks like this. So as you can see, there's absolutely no real difference. This is going from light to dark, this is going from dark to light, and they look pretty much identical. Now primarily for me, I like to work from dark to light. Now that doesn't mean I don't work from light to dark, because sometimes I do. It just depends on what I'm doing. I do use both, but mainly I am a dark to light guy. But that is mainly just because I'm an experienced artist. It's faster and I don't need to second guess what I'm doing. And for me, just working dark to light brings that knowledge that I know that my darker values are blended absolutely fine, and I don't have to worry about irritation, because you will deal with it sometimes. And if you only work going from light to dark, when you hit a client with irritation, trust me, it throws you off no end, and it'll turn into one of those days where you just want to finish the tattoo and go home, and it'll just completely pull you out of it. Going from dark to light stops that. Now, before I leave, I need to let you all know I've started using the members section. So if you become a member of the channel, you will now start to get exclusive videos. I've just uploaded 2 on there, which is the needles that I use, why I use them, and also a POV. So yeah, join up, check it out. But guys, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. As always, muchest love. Subscribe.